The returning officer and the gazetting results study center. The Electoral Commission has appointed Mr. Gabarona, and you stand up once again as the returning officer for the by-election of this human parliament. The Electoral Commission has further gazetted Kalangala District Local Government Headquarters and Kalangala Town Council as the election results study center for the by-election. Please note, as I say, apart from the candidates incidentally have the right to access the study center without application, because they are the reason why we are here. Apart from the candidates, access to the study center will be restricted to only authorized persons who shall have the respective application tags or cards. In conclusion, the Commission appeals to the political parties, candidates, their agents, supporters, and those stakeholders to conduct themselves in accordance with the law and the guidelines issued by the Electoral Commission for these by-elections. Let us all work together to achieve a credible exercise in this beautiful district. I call upon the voters to come out early and freely cast their votes. On behalf of the Commission, I wish to assure you that working with the Uganda Police Force, enough adequate preparations have been made to ensure a peaceful and secure electoral environment. But I also want to caution all stakeholders in this exercise that any unlawful conduct will be decisively dealt with. The Electoral Commission calls upon all stakeholders in this electoral process to participate in the above activities, following or in adherence to the law and the guidelines issued for these by-elections. If there are any matters, please raise them so that we can jointly handle them or address them for the good conduct of the exercise. I thank you for listening to me and say for this to God and my country. Now the RO is advising me or advising us that because of the nature of the district, this part of politics will begin at 12:30 a.m. I was amazed when I was coming in, when we were on the ferry, we were reading the monitor, said Lake Victoria waters are very turbulent. Then our pressure rose up. Said now what is going to happen tomorrow? And the article said, however, it is calmer at night. I said, I thought that's what is more dangerous to travel on water. That at night the lake is a bit calm compared to the day. Now the RO says 12:30 a.m. Does that mean what time is that? PM or AM? AM. Mukanga to the 12:30 a.m. It is 01. 01. Yeah. 00. Some cars make to now. I don't get it. 00 to put some car and it's what are you? 12:30 a.m. Or you come at 12 midnight. When we say 12 midnight, 12:45 a.m., 12:50 a.m., 1 a.m. So 12:30. But you need to say people can stay on the lake at 12:30 a.m. So, political parties, candidates, we are advised during the day, the lake is now, but at night it is cool. So, but because of, for purposes of transparency and to ease the dispatch, because the lake is turbulent at 7 or 8 a.m., further materials are gone. When will it get calm? When shall we dispatch? So the returning officer, your returning officer says, come at 12:30 a.m. to witness the dispatch of these materials. I think I've spoken enough. I'm sure people are burning with a number of issues. I've seen the senior council, He has already a burning matter which he wants to raise. Can I have my notebook and pen so that we don't lose time?
My Lord, I thank you for that elaborate, very clear, unequivocal statement. My Lord, you will also permit me to adopt the protocol as adumbrated by the regional elections officer. My Lord, I had many questions. But you have incidentally answered some of them. They are revolving around logistical transparency, preventing voter disenfranchisement, and ensuring the neutrality of the state security agencies. My Lord, I have only, let me bring out only 3. My Lord, what measures has the Commission taken to assert its constitutional independence over security agencies that have, on several occasions, misbehaved? I report to you, my Lord, that yesterday we were supposed to campaign from this area, but we were barred from doing so, contrary to the earlier schedule, which was harmonized among the candidates and the Electoral Commission. The second question is, what are the precise operation boundaries given to the police and the military deployed in Kalangala to ensure that the vote is protected, but not intimidation of the voters, or they should not interfere with the opposition polling agents? You know, my Lord, on several occasions in the course of by-elections, security agencies tend to arrest our polling agents. The last question is, what contingency plans are in place to secure polling stations against disruptions? And what is the exact legal procedure the Commission will adopt to ensure that all votes are safely protected and counted, and in the case of an incident that is likely to cause damage or destruction of electoral materials, what measures are in place? My Lord, I will remind you that in the course of by-elections, there are some elements, some individuals who tend to misbehave, to destroy electoral materials. My Lord, I thank you for that latitude. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. My Lord, my name is Alex Rwanyaga Rovans, the Technical Advisor of Election Management Committee of NUP. I am operated here as a Charles Center Observer. And my question is, why does the Electoral Commission discriminate and segregate in allocating the number of accredited observers in these following deployments? Kalangala has 7 sub-counties, 17 parishes, and then we were given unofficial communication from the political parties and organization desk to nominate 5 sub-county supervisors. That gives a total of 35, and 5 telecenter observers, which make a total of 40. And so we did so. I am surprised to hear you mention that NRM has 60 accurate observers, and NUP has 40 accurate observers, and we are all under the political parties and organization desk. By virtue of that, it means if the Secretary General of the party is not accredited, is not allowed, where does the discrimination come from? Yet we are all political parties and stakeholders in the same arrangement. Thank you so much. My Lord, my name is Patrick Nsanamba Ishabe. I'm the MP Kasanda North. I'm a stakeholder because I'm National Unity Platform. My Lord, thank you for the matter on the process of handling the discrepancy in the serial numbers on the black boxes. We appreciate you coming through to tell the country that you're not aware as a commission about what happened. We appreciate you for promising that you're going to find a solution. But you have not communicated. In case the integrity of the boxes was tampered with, you have not elaborated what is going to happen. We would like to hear from you. In case the integrity is intact, we are good to go to vote tomorrow. But you have not elaborated what is going to happen. My Lord, thank you for having serial numbers on DRR forms. Part of the machinations and the problems in the electoral process starts and begins with that DRR form. So when you say they are serial rated, we appreciate it. But it would be proper for us, the way you've shared the serial numbers on boxes is the same way we would appreciate that you share with us before tomorrow the serial numbers on all the DRR forms, so that tomorrow people don't come up with new DRR forms from somewhere. So as NUP, we'll appreciate so that you give us the serial numbers on the DRR forms. There are only 115. You can give us the serial numbers that polling station A has this ABCD. I also appreciate the fact that machines are going to work. And you said it is a mandatory. We appreciate that, and NUP must clap for you. Somehow those machines, they have some bit of fairness. Oh, Professor, my lecture. You taught me these things. My Lord, I was so I was so excited when they said they are mandatory. But somehow you came up and said they can be optional. Somehow you're telling us to go back to the register. Yet by this time, you must be sure that all voters, the 45, are already uploaded on the system. But when you come here and you say, you know, machines are machines, and it looks like you're pointing us back to the register. Our friends have learned the behavior about that register.
especially working with voter location slips and the rest. We plead, let the machine work. And if it's going to be option, kindly lay out so that the people may know how to deal with the process when probably the fingerprints have failed. Then lastly, my Lord, there is a behavior of presiding officers telling our agents to sit very far. Your observers, please be very far. We came to observe what is going on. We are agents. We are not even allowed as agents to come closer to see what exactly is going on. My Lord, kindly clarify in terms of distance and in terms, because you've said it yourself that you observers and the agents, you're somehow not allowed to come close. But with these agents of ours are supposed to observe everything, especially on who and the process is going on, how the process is going on. Kindly help us to clarify those few. Thank you very much.
My Lord and my name is Mwada Nkunyenji. I'm a lawyer and a member of NUP, as well a member of Parliament. My Lord and the Commission, my colleagues have indicated our discontent as regards tempered voting materials. But I want to refer you direct to the law, the Parliament Elections Act. Section 47, subsection 2, requires you, the Commission, to provide every political party, including us, the National Unity Platform, with serial numbers of ballot papers supplied to each polling station. And the serial numbers of seals are fixed and enclosed in the ballot boxes supplied to all polling stations. My Lord, we are here to demand for the same. We want the serial numbers of all ballot papers, DRR forms, and every other relevant material for this electoral process. This is a requirement of the law, and the provision of the law is shall. I trust as a judge and the chairperson of the Commission, you will appreciate our concern as regards the legal provision. My Lord, away from that, section 45, section 43 of the Parliament Elections Act bars use of government and public resources. My Lord, we have been here. RDCs came with government vehicles and they are plucking off number plates. We are reporting what is on ground. The RDCs came with so many vehicles, government vehicles. We have been also seeing and monitoring them. They are plucking, and I'm told town clerks' cows. I don't know if there are even some electoral commission vehicles. They are plucking off number plates and loitering without no intimidation that they are going to arrest the agents. And we are hearing reports they have even threatened the officers of your commission. Beyond the rhetoric, can you speak here? Can you speak out to these authorities? I don't see the DPC, I don't know if he's around, the OCs, whether you invited us alone and you didn't invite the security. But I see soldiers standing around. So speak out to these authorities, the security operatives, on this election as the Electoral Commission. It's not enough to say that we have delivered boxes. After all, even the boxes were delivered in a temporary way. Speak of these authorities, assert your power as the Commission. Take charge of this election. Otherwise, we are here not only to be part of the election, but also to detest and protest
where we see the dualities. We are here as citizens and we want the people of Kalangala to exercise their solid and valid mandate to vote in this electoral process. We are waiting for the checking of the boxes as we promised. We hope you won't escape. I thank you.
Okay, and with those five, maybe I first respond to this. Let me first respond to this, take them in clusters. Let me respond to these matters in clusters. I think I will start with the last issue raised by my young grand brother, Honorable Bunyingi, who has rightly voted the law under the Parliamentary Relations Act. Indeed, the said provision requires the Commission to bear the serial numbers of ballot papers supplied to each polling station. And I believe we do this, don't we? I think I would ask the technical person, Ahmad Dahir or Charles. Charles, can you come give Charles the microphone? We do this since time immemorial for every election. We've been doing this, and I think we must have done this already. This is a file we normally give to either candidates or political parties. Charles, can you respond to that?
Thank you, Lord Chair. At the moment, the DRA form does not have a visible code, the number, because of security reasons. I'm told it was removed, but they are machine readable and can be detected or established by EC. It has a barcode below and a QR code. All these are machine readable. They are not visible by a naked eye. Thank you, Roger.
Which machine can read them?
The DDK machine can read them. Even the tally system can read them. There is no longer a file for serial numbers of DRA codes, or DRA forms.
Ballot papers. Ballot papers supplied to polling station.
Ballot papers have serial numbers and they have a parking list for them.
Has it been availed or has it been provided? Let somebody respond, please. Arabo.
Yes, Chair. Every candidate was issued a file with the serial numbers of the ballot papers. The candidate, every agent had that file. That's how we even got to this issue. After verifying the seals on the boxes, in the process, they even have the seals of those that are inside the boxes to seal after. Yes.
So we have, in this sense, Honorable Kunyingi complied with the law, section 47, subsection 2A. And the reason as why you were able to discover the anomaly surrounding this, the seals on those boxes was because you are comparing with what we had given you, isn't it? So in this sense, we have complied with section 47.
As the NRM, we have the staff. It was given to the candidates. Our candidates have the serial numbers from the Electoral Commission.
We have always complied with that provision of the law. Now, on the issue of RBCs, I thought we had tackled this animal of numberless vehicles long ago. And in the subsequent by-elections, we've been having local wells commissioners, Tisoro, and the others, Kikube, even I think we have not had this phenomenon again. And I think some of you, Honorable Muyo, I know has been participating in these by-elections, and bear witness to that. Now, if that monster is rearing its head again here in Kalangala, I want to issue an equivocal warning to any individual, whether you are an RDC or by whatever tag or label. You are not allowed under the Ugandan laws to move on public roads in a numberless vehicle. DPC, Regional Police Commander, are they here? Okay, I think you respond to that. We don't expect to see any numberless vehicles marauding on the roads of Kalangala tomorrow. I discussed this matter with the Minister for the Presidency. Fortunately, she has come back with the same docket. Last time, before the expiry of the term of government which has just ended. We discussed this matter with her at length, with the leadership of the Uganda Police Force, and it was resolved that the appearance of numberless vehicles during the elections is not acceptable. It sends the wrong signal of something sinister up the sleeves of the occupants of those vehicles. So I want the DPC, you know, we talk these things. I think I remember, I don't know, there was an officer who used to be deployed from police headquarters to manage security protocols, the by-elections. In such a gatherings, this matter would be raised, and then you would assure the stakeholders that that is not going to happen. The following day, you see numberless vehicles moving around. So we told the IGP, I think your officer is either not up to it or is not serious. So don't deploy him in our elections again, please. We told him. We never deployed him. So I want you to give us your word, because I don't want to make a similar remark to the IGP concerning you.
Thank you, my lord. My name is Hudare Maheza, Police, and I'm the District Police Commander. I want to take note of the concern that has been raised, and I want to say I'm going to convey to the concerned offices and want to assure you compliance. Thank you, sir.
So, does it mean if any vehicle is seen around they should start by impounding that vehicle? Yeah, start right now impounding that vehicle. Is it permitted in the Ugandan traffic regulation for vehicles to move when they are not numberless, not registered? I thought there is a protocol, there are protocols to be followed. Right. I've just been briefed by Commissioner Tashobia. He has talked to the Director of Operations, Uganda Police Force. And he says, he has directed the Regional Police Commander, any vehicle that is moving around without number plates or number plates which are deliberately obscured should be impounded. I think that is simple. Look, ladies and gentlemen, elections are a lawful process. It's a democratic process. They are enshrined in the Supreme Land Constitution, where the people exercise their constitutional power, which is given to them. So we should avoid anything unlawful, for that may create a distortion of the right of the exercise of the powers of the people in any given area. All these things are not necessary. What value do you add by moving around the numberless people in a democratic process where people are exercising their constitutional right? If you have lost your number plate, then you should get the authorization for the Uganda Police Force permitting you to move with these numberless people before you secure a placement in the cell. So I think that one should be something. So please, if you are here and your vehicle has no number plate, or you have delivered your security, it is subject for impounding by the Uganda police. If it is not, Afande, the ball will be in your court, as they say. Then intimidating our officers, and that's a joke. I think there's no RDC who has the power or the mandate to intimidate. Well, you may have miscreants, that cannot be denied. The issue is they have no right to intimidate the Electoral Commission, which is carrying out its constitutional mandate. If anyone does that to any officers, our officers have our numbers, we shall be here, we shall deal with that situation or scenario. As for agents of candidates, the agents of candidates are provided for in the law. They are provided for. They are not a mere wish of the agent of the commission that, okay, candidates so and so, yeah, you can have a job, we permit you to have agents. No. It is provided for in the law. It says, we begin with the Constitution, Article 68. It says, a candidate is entitled to be present in person or through his or her representatives or polling agents at the polling station throughout the period of voting, counting of the votes, and ascertaining of the results of the poll. This is in the Constitution. If the Constitution recognizes the agents and their role, then who am I as the chairman of the commission or RFC or whoever to say the Constitution is wrong? You agents are not supposed to be at this polling station. For me, I'm over and above and beyond the Constitution. Get up or we arrest me. Who are you? If you do not subscribe to the Constitution, what are you doing in Uganda? Yes. We must respect these processes and systems if we want to nurture a peaceful, progressive country that befits all of us. This is in the Constitution, agents. And then the other laws, the electoral laws, the Presidential Elections Act, the Parliamentary Elections Act, the Local Governments Act, they nearly highlight this as provided in the Constitution. Agents per candidate, agents per candidate. It's provided in the law. So no agent should be arrested for the mere fact that he or she is an agent of any candidate. That's wrong. They should not be arrested. They should be given due recognition and respect and protection because they are provided for under the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. We don't expect to hear that. Now, on the seating arrangements, the importance of agents again, under the law, in this case we are dealing with the parliamentary elections, under Section 49 of the Parliamentary Elections Act, it lays down the arrangement and the seating or the placement of the various aspects at a polling station. Subsection 5 says, note, at every polling station there shall be positioned a table number 1. A table where every voter shall report for identification in the voters register and collection of ballot paper. Table number 1 is where the presiding officer is and probably where the BBVK operator sit. For identification, the law says for identification of the voter and being issued with the ballot paper. And the process we have, when a voter has been biometrically identified, either thumbprint or fingerprints or facial, he or she is issued the ballot paper. What is ceremony? The ceremony. And the ballot paper is supposed to be scanned first. Or it's not there. Give him the microphone.
Yes, but
Yes.
whenever we biometrically identify the voter, whether facial or using fingerprints, we go ahead and scan the ballot paper. And at that point is when we issue out the ballot paper to the voter and they're able to tick. And in case of the older persons, Lord Chair, if you permit me, in case the older person, we are not able to identify the fingerprints or the facials, Lord Chair, they still go through the biometric kit. But in this instance, we take a photo. We take their photo. The person would have turned up at the polling station, and we go ahead and also scan the ballot paper so that at the end of the day, when we are verifying the ballot papers, all these ballot papers would have gone through the machine and they can be verified at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Table A, the first table is where the voters are identified and issued the ballot paper. That's table number 1.
Eyo nvuddeyo okuvira ddala mu Buwarabu n'okwetoloola ensi yonna ng'omuntu abadde afa ne tugatta emikono ne tumutaasa, omuntu badde bamutwalako ebibye ne tugira abantu bangi nnyo betugiddeyo amataka gaabwe nga babadde bagabatwalako. So n'olwaleero tukole kyekimu. Okay, vidiyo etandise kati. Banange tuliko abayaye emanju w'ebikaali, bannange tuliko abayaye emanju w'ebikaali. Sooke mbabuulire ekiwano. Waliwo olukwe lw'okuactivatinga Elders Forum. Elders Forum erimu maama wa Navio, oyo mukazi simanyi Magi Kigozi, erimu Waswalule, oyo muzeeyo w'envi oyo, erimu omusajja bamuyitaani, balina engeri gye beegiraawo mbuno ba Elders Forum. Elders Forum mwali mugenzeeko mu makomera ne mulaba abaana baffe, mwali mugenzeeko ba Elders Forum ne mwekubira amasimu ne mugenda ne mubuuza abaana babonaabonera mu makomera. Mwali mugenzeeko ne mubuuza lwaki Nema emenya ennyumba z'abantu. Kati mu Elders Forum mmwe, gwe maama wa Navio, wumula n'ekitiibwa kyo. Bwe tunaakukwata ne tukwambula engoye ne tukuteekawo erubaga n'otambuza ebigere ng'oli bwereere tokuba ku simu yange. Magi Kigozi, tuula mu kikomera kyo osirike nga bwe wasirika sirikira ddala. Kasita tunaakwambula engoye ne tukuteeka ku Lubaga Road. Magi Kigozi mumuwa katambi kano. Magi Kigozi, walabyeko embwa ezirya ebitooke? Jjayo omutwe. Nedda jjayo omutwe. Walabyeko embwa ezirya ebitooke? Kati nno ke tukubwebwena tukuba ku simu yange.